day. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready for football now from sunny North Carolina. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Here's Harvin. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Panthers take
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-arm guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he slings one that's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
You run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Green Bay.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The previous play is under review.
So they need to determine if that knee was...
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
The kicker on.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Here's Harvin. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
To number 18.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. On 1st down, Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a run with McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
I would say these defensive backs need a little bit of help from their pass rush. They were able to force the incompletion, but I'll guarantee they're going to go back to the huddle and say, hey, guys, can you get to them a little bit quicker? I don't know how long we can continue to cover these guys downfield.
McCann's kick up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
And it's third down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jeremy Chin just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They're going to look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 33-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Bengals who are out in front. The Bengals trying to finish that one off and claim victory.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Green Bay.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. This is McCaffrey. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
22, Christian McCaffrey.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll run on first down. Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
4-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down,
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. He'll look to throw. Eluding, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevens. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Garoppolo gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
incomplete. Out of the
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
1 yard gain brings up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Again, the ball carrier.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, Dillon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now Jones, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They'll set up to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Packers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they obviously